Here's one of the latest interviews from Rock and Metal Revival. If you want to hear the whole show, go to rmrshow.com. All right, Jerry, there's some classic Alice Cooper and 18 on Rock and Metal Revival, and we just saw him not too long ago.
Yeah. Back with, who was he with?
He's out with Marilyn Manson, and right now he's out on tour with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And we are proud and very happy to have along with us his new guitarist, Nita-Strauss. Welcome to the show, Nita.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
It's got to be quite a whirlwind year for 2014 for you. First thing we heard, you were going to be the new guitarist for the LA Kiss, and now you're out on road with Alice Cooper. I mean, how could things get much better for you?
I don't see how they could. I really don't. It's been an amazing year for sure, and I definitely can't wait to see what comes next.
Well, for a lot of people who are unfamiliar with you, we knew about you when you were in the band, the Iron Maidens. Tell people a little bit about your musical history.
Well, I started playing guitar at 13 and did my first tour at 15, my first national tour at 15, and just sort of kept running from there. I kind of picked the ball up and ran with it and never looked back. And I played in Jermaine Jackson's band and, of course, the Iron Maidens, a great band called Femme Fatale, and another project called Critical Hit, and so many other ones. It would take your whole show to probably maybe think of all the bands I played with. But as you said, now I'm with the Alice Cooper Band, and very, very, very honored and happy to be here.
So from starting 2 years later, you're touring?
Yes.
That's crazy. I started when I was 12, but I started way back before they had real strings and stuff. So
playing with like some goat marrow.
Yeah, it was. It sucked. You had to kill your own goats and everything and make your own strings. It sucked. But yeah, 2 years? That's pretty amazing. But you are really a great guitar player. I mean, I know you don't want to hear, oh, for a girl she's really good, but holy crap, you're really good for anybody.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
It's kind of like if Lita Ford and Steve Vai had a baby.
I'll take it.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, be a good-looking baby too.
Yeah. Well, hey, Nita, what's it like being out on tour with a legend like Alice Cooper? I mean, we saw him when Orthonic was still playing with him, but I mean, for being a huge headlining gig, I mean, this has got to be unreal for you.
It really is. It's unreal is the perfect word, and it's the word I use a lot to describe it. Every single day, I get to look to my right and see Alice freaking Cooper on stage, and it's definitely it's a thrill and an honor, and I'm, like I said before, I just can't say enough how excited and happy I am.
Does he give you a lot of fatherly advice? I mean, Alice has been around a while.
Yeah.
He does, and the guys in the band more so than Alex himself, the Ryan Roxy and Tommy Henriksen have both been, they've both been really active in the music scene for a long time. Ryan, of course, has been playing with Alice on and off since '96. And Chuck Garrick's bass player has been with him for 12, 13 years now. So the guys are really forthcoming with advice, and it's I wouldn't say fatherly as much as big brotherly advice, if that makes sense.
It does.
Because there's a lot of stuff that they say that you wouldn't hear your dad say, but you might hear your big brother say.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about being the guitarist for the LA Kiss. I mean, what was that like getting that gig?
It was amazing. I'm a big sports fan and a big NFL fan. So
nice.
So
you're like the total package. I swear, she is. She's a total package. Plays guitar like nothing, like crazy, and likes football. Hey, what else?
There you go. And what else
you like?
You want? That's all I want.
You like cheese? Like cheese?
I love cheese.
Are you a Packer fan? Because I mean, you're gonna.
I mean, yeah. If you're a Packer fan,
Jerry's gonna be in love.
I can't say that I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, see, there you go.
I can't. No. So there you go.
All right.
But and it was tough. As a football fan, it was really interesting. So you guys will get this. It was really interesting going to watch arena football because I never really watched a lot of arena football, and it's a totally different pace than NFL and a totally different thing. So I had the best seat in the house for the game, so I was on stage the whole time, and so I was right next to the action for every home game, and it was awesome. It was awesome, but it was different because the rules are different. So I was watching going, that looked like a false start, but I guess it's not.
Yeah.
So are you going to be on the new TV show then?
I'm not sure. They were filming a lot while I was there, and I signed a release, so I assume that I'm going to at least be seen on it. But I actually don't know. If you guys see me, please tell me.
No, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, now I'm going to watch it.
See,
now,
I was going to boycott it, but now I'm going to have to watch it.
No, don't boycott it. Watch it. And it should be pretty cool because, when I was there getting ready for the first game, they had the cameras on, and they caught, I don't know if it'll make it into the final, the show, but they had a great shot of, me playing the national anthem for the first time in the arena with nobody in it.
Oh, cool.
So that was cool. That we did a sound check the day before the first game, and of course everyone's seen the video of the national anthem from the game, but I don't think anybody's seen the anthem in the empty arena, and that was a pretty cool moment for me.
Nice, very nice.
Very cool.
Now, Nita, have you ever thought about getting out and maybe doing your own instrumental album? I mean, I know that you're influenced by people like Steve Vai, who likes to do that kind of thing. Is that something that you've gotten to, maybe down the road?
Absolutely, that's definitely on the 5-year agenda. I actually had been approached about it a few years ago, and I declined because I felt like I wasn't ready as a guitar player, and as a huge fan of instrumental guitar music, like you said, I'm a big Marty Friedman and Paul Gilbert and Sean Lane, like that's the stuff I listen to, so I have this insanely high standard, and I didn't think that I could produce anything like that at the time. But now I sort of have this mentality, like, whether you're ready or not, maybe you never feel like you're going to be ready. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to do it when I have time, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
So when you got the gig with Alice, did he say, all right, I need you to learn my whole catalog?
No. It was a very specific, I think, 28-song set. And I didn't know what the set was going to be, so I started learning the whole catalog just to be prepared. Like,
I looked at the
set list. Well, I mean, it's not possible to learn the whole catalog. I looked at the set list. I looked at the set list on Setlist FM that he's been doing, and just started running down those songs because I didn't know what the audition process was going to be like. I didn't know if they were going to want me to play right away, and I didn't know what they were going to want me to play right away. So I just tried to learn as much as I could. And then once I actually got the call saying you're in, then they sent me the actual set list, which is an hour and 50 minutes.
Nice.
So it's long. And now with the crew, we're only doing 50 of those hour and 50 minutes. So it's less than half the set that I learned. So it's actually pretty funny.
So you're going to be going out on a headlining tour after you're done with the crew, I hope, right?
I do not know. I do not know the answer to that. I know we've got a couple headline dates booked, filling in some dates in between the crew shows. But as far as what happens after the crew tour, you're just as good as mine.
Oh, okay.
I get a chance to see her November 12th when they come to Madison. So,
you're going to be at the Garden.
No, I'm going to be in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
November 12th, yeah.
I'll do what I know about my tour schedule.
No, in Madison, Wisconsin, when Motley and you guys come up there. And what's it like being on tour with Motley? Are they still as notorious as the rumors have it?
Or are they just
old guys now coming out and doing their gig?
Just sit in their trailer and then they come out and they go do their gig.
No, they're a lot of fun to tour with. They're definitely like the guys for the most part. I believe they're sober now, so there's not like crazy drugs and anything around, and they all have their girlfriends or their wives on tour for the most part,
or both,
flying in and out and stuff. But it's nice for me when the wives or the girlfriends come out because I've sort of made friends with all of them. So, I get to see them and it's great. Nikki actually came and just hung out with us in our dressing room for like an hour the other day. We just talked about bands and writing and life and tour, and it was a blast. Those guys are, they're total legends, and they have, it's so cool to get to see their show every single night.
Well, Nita, do you got a favorite song in the catalog that you like to play every night? Is there that one song that you're like, oh, I can't wait to play that song, and you just don't get tired of it?
They're all like that. I know that's a generic answer, so I'll pick one for you. But honestly, the whole set is like that, because this set list on this tour is just like hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, there's not a break in the set list. This is all, it's just like, you talk about a 1-2 punch. This is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like annihilation. It's like a UFC fight.
Nice.
But if I had to pick a favorite, which, you know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I love playing Feed My Frankenstein because I get to do the Steve Vai solo in that song, and Vai's my guy. Like, he's my inspiration. So
sweet.
It's cool to get to, you know, and some of the other guitarists that have been in this band didn't do it note for note the way that Steve did it, and I really made sure to go back to the drawing board and learn it note for note.
Very cool. Well, yeah, so, I've been reading on your Facebook post that you've been getting out and meeting the fans on tour. How have the fans been accepting you into the Alice Cooper family?
They're amazing. You know, the Six Things are one of the most loyal and fanatical fan bases, I think, that there are. And I had some experience with that dealing with Iron Maiden fans, playing in an Iron Maiden tribute band before. But this is a whole new level, and they are so dedicated and so enamored with what Alice does. And I really tried to make sure right from the get-go that I was really approachable and available. And, you know, I went on the Sick Things forum and said hi to everybody. And, you know, and they've really, for the most part, been really accepting. You know, I had some big shoes to fill when Orianthi left, and she's got her huge fan base, and a lot of them just don't want to like whoever, you know, replaces her or whoever is doing the day after her. But I think for the most part, it's been just a great warm welcome, and I've had a great time. And, you know, we do these the meet and greets before every show, the rock and roll parking lot. And it's just a chance for us to say hi to people and hear about their experience with Alice and how many Alice shows they've been to, and get some pictures taken, and, you know, it's really fun.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I looked on your website, and there's, like, no posters or T-shirts yet. I was wondering.
That's true. That's true. Actually, I just got my first T-shirt design a couple of days ago, so I'm really excited about it.
Because we'd like to add you to our wall of fame, but there's no poster to get.
I know, and I'm going to fix that very soon. My website, Nita-Strauss.com, just launched a couple of days ago. Oh. And the merch store is still in the process of being designed, but like I said, I just got my T-shirt design, and I love it. And so I think you guys are going to really like it as well. And there'll be T-shirts, posters, and guitar picks, packs, and some other cool stuff that will be available to buy shortly.
Cool. I noticed on your bio that the movie Crossroads got you inspired to play guitar. That's like one of my favorite guitar movies there is, man.
Yeah, how could it not be? It's great, except for the part when he's walking around in the rain with that Strat neck just, like, out in the rain.
Yeah, that's not
What's
cool.
What's up with that?
Yeah, and Ralph Macchio, he didn't do a very believable job, I guess, of playing, but
But Steve, you know what? I never really cared. I never really cared how fake it looked, because it's, for me, that movie was all about the heart of the movie.
Yep. And
you know, he wasn't really all that believable at doing karate either, but we didn't care about that.
Hey, wait a minute.
So, I was wondering, being a guitarist, I'm a guitarist too, but do you think that the cowbell is not given its due in hard rock and metal these days?
The cowbell?
Yeah.
You know, it's the only time I even think about a cowbell is when I use it as a click in Pro Tools. I use the cowbell sample.
So it is getting used. It is being used. It's just not being heard.
I'm such a guitar player's guitar player. It's like kind of embarrassing because I don't really hear, like, people are like, I don't like this band because I don't like the singer. I'm like, what singer?
Yeah,
like,
I hear a guitar.
You know, like, I sort of look at the guitar and you know, and we are on tour with Motley Crue, so there's not a shortage of cowbell.
Yeah,
on this
that's
tour.
true. That's true. You ever thought of plugging a cowbell through your pedal board?
I have never thought of that. I don't think a cowbell has a 1/4-inch jack.
No, you'd have to, like, have a mic, you know, have them run a mic through there, and then, like, use your wah pedal.
Well, you've got a guitar player there. You guys do it. You tell me how to sound.
Well, can you tell we're from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I always want to talk about cows and cheese.
cheese and beer and
the Packers.
The Packers, yeah. Well, I mean, what else is it? And music, guitars.
Hey, that's what I'd be talking about if I wasn't on the phone with you guys anyway. Cheese and football, beer.
Hey, Nita, you guys are out on tour, and I got a hold of you through Facebook. What's the best way to keep up to date with you? I mean, what's going on with you and with Alice and the whole tour and everything? How can the fans out there stay in touch?
That would be www.Nita-Strauss.com. That's sort of why I did it that way, and that's when I get it all up and running, that's going to be the one-stop shop, like the greatest place to find out everything I'm doing. And then, of course, there's always Facebook.com/Nita-Strauss and Twitter and Instagram. I'm Hurricane Nita and all that good stuff. But on the website, I'm going to be posting weekly video updates, and that's all going to be free. And that's tour blogs and guitar lessons and fan question answers and anything else I can think of. So if any of you guys out there have any suggestions, I would love to hear them on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I would love to hear them, so send them on in.
All right, cool. Well,
But nothing rude. Sometimes when I say that, people send me really weird stuff.
Yeah.
We have suggestions, but
we had the same problem about a week ago. We asked for people to send Jerry pictures because Jerry had a medical procedure done, and we got some pictures we weren't real sure why we got them.
I asked people what I should be putting on my merch store on my site, and I got some pretty classless answers.
I can imagine.
But honestly, I would really love to hear any suggestions for any lesson videos or anything that you guys want me to cover. So please do send them on in.
All right, very cool. Well, we asked you before about a song to get out of the interview with, and you suggested doing Iron Maiden's "Fear of the Dark" live. Can you tell us why that song is so important with you?
You know, I might just be missing my best. You know, I play the guitar player in Iron Maidens is my best friend, and maybe I'm just missing playing with my friends. But Fear of the Dark has always been my favorite song to play live with the Maiden. So I thought I'd bring it in with one of my favorite songs to play with Alice Cooper and take it out with one of my favorite songs to play with Iron Maiden.
All right, very cool. Perfect. Well, Nita, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come on Rock and Metal Revival, and you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you so much.
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time. On Rock 101 KLOL on Saturdays 11 p.m. Eastern. On Z-Rock 106.9 KKZR Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.